Hey, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to another coding every day until I get a job. This is day 72. And as you can see here, I am at roadmap.sh at Docker. Um, let's create a new, let's do backlash. So yes, yesterday, oh no, yeah, I moved to VS Code and decided to ask what's the best way to implement with using like Gemini. They recommend to split the basically splitting the main resource page to have server side where it fetches the data, and then a client side with that has all that will read that data, and it will to enable the caching uses React Query. Created some what is this? Yeah, this is basically to fetch the data by slug. So because previously, as if you remember, like I think there is some error with that. It's also great. I'm also not entirely sure about this. This would probably come bite me back in the future since I understand half of it. But the thing is, it's like they updated the use resources and things like that. I know I'm supposed to be learning and stuff, but damn. Okay. The thing is, it's okay. During the testing, it works. Hopefully. Uh, this probably gonna be a terrible move, but I don't know anymore. No, no, never mind. No, no. Okay. I'm still waiting for more assets for the other websites, so I think I want to continue with this. So yeah, we created the sponsor sidebar. We refactored the sponsor sidebar and the other, but it's definitely much faster when we run the when we I think I can show and share it that since the fetched resources are now cached, when we go back and forth between pages, there's not that much loading time. It would be an instant. There's gonna be some loading because, of course, it's dev server, and dev server in XJS is fucking slow. Yeah, but as you can see, there is a little bit of loading stat, but it's faster, and it's just load instantly, completely. If you go back, go to the other, as you can see, it loads right away. And if we go back here and go back here, it loads instantly because previously before the caching, it would do a refetch like a whole request. It will fetch a new request and it wouldn't be as effective because that means it's just gonna continuously refreshing the data whenever a user would go to that page over and over again. And so yeah, there's the network request and like the I'm communicating this horribly, by the way. I I understand what it's doing, but I don't know how to communicate it, and that's terrible because it's better that I communicate it easily rather than not know how to. Never mind. Okay, but basically, all the core feature is let's commit this. Separate server client. I'm just gonna do this. Let's commit close range. Yeah, but the thing is, if you go to the timeline, it's mostly almost done. All the main feature. I already did some testing. I just didn't check it, but it's supposed to be checked. Now it's just phase 7. So maybe we can start. Although there is still quite a few things, but I think we can start with phase 7, and with the setting up VPS and installing Docploy. But if you, well, at least I've been reading the Docploy docs, and uh, been reading the Docploy docs and watching a lot of video, checking the Reddit, but there is none. I want to go to the Discord channel, but their Discord channel apparently is not it's not, how would you say it, like the Discord channel of their, the invitation link is not working, so I'm not sure why is that. But yeah, to be honest, other than Docploy, the other alternative is Schoolify. But the thing is, maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe it's not. Oh, they changed the. Oh, this looks nicer. They changed the web page. Okay. How do they compare? Like, if I'm not mistaken, the requirement for Coolify is much higher compared to Docploy, and since I wanna use the cheapest VPS, I don't know if I could afford using Coolify, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's much better now. Make sure your server, okay. Oh, 2 cores to, okay, they actually decreased the requirement. It previously was like 4 GB or 5 GB. Wait, what? Okay. Maybe we can choose Coolify now. Wait. Hello, welcome. Welcome, Yahoos. So okay, it's at least 2 GB here. Okay, Coolify, if I remember correctly, was required like 4 GB and like, huh. So I might change to Coolify again because it's much more like, I think this is, the project is longer. Like it's yeah, let's compare it. Like this has almost 12,000 commits. But if you compare it to Docploy, we can't really see the GitHub. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. This is the oh, okay. This is the working invite link. Okay, it was not working previously. Sorry, my bad. Compared to Docploy, it's only have like 3,000 commit, but that's why I'm still not. Yeah, I'm still choosing, to be honest, between Docploy or Coolify. Coolify website changed, by the way. It looks much nicer now. Okay. Run his production app server on a 8 gigabytes, CPU 4 cores, storage 150 with average use blah, blah, blah. But he has 3 Node.js for static, plausible, uptime Kuma, 3 Redis, 2 Postgres. So that's still not that many memory. Huh, maybe we can try go back using Coolify, but huh. Okay, but you know what? Never. Yeah, it's okay. I think I'm gonna still try using Coolify. Let's see. The cheapest one. Cloud. I think Pfizer shared vCPU. Okay, this I think I'm gonna get this one. The two CPU, 4 GB VRAM, and 40 GB SSD. Oh my god. Okay, that's not that much if I think about it. Or should I get the? Okay, you know, I'm just gonna test it out first with the €4 €4 VPS. And you know what? It's fine. Let's do a wait. Okay, the Discord is working now. It was previously not working. Let me join the. Let's check the blogs. The robustness of Docker, flexibility of traffic. Okay. So Docploy itself is using Next.js and Postgres and Redis and Trafic as the reverse proxy and load balancer. Network routing and service discovery with simplistic configuration was allowing data grid setup through the UI. Hello, Gmail or Yahoo? At least 2 gigabytes of RAM and 30 gigabytes of disk space. This version helps handle resource consumed by Docker during builds and prevent system freezes. Deploy utilizes Docker, so it's essential to have Docker installed in your server. Okay. So I think we're gonna get this one just for the experiment and launch of it. Once we start making money and add more traffic, we can increase it to the €8 one. Hopefully. Hopefully, yeah. Okay. But I think okay. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, Coolify. I think they Coolify It was previously requiring like four, like um, 4 gigabytes. Oh, sorry, that was bad. 4 gigabytes or something. Oh, but Coolify is built with PHP and Blade. Okay, I don't really care, to be honest. But which one I choose, because I see a lot of people recommending both, but I really love this photo of Mr. Andres. I think they have a revamp of the UI, I think. Okay, Coolify has 500 issue. Because I guess it's much more. Yeah, it's just have 12,000 commit, like 4 times more commit compared to Dogploy. With four to. Yeah, okay. So sorry for the alarm. It's gonna be annoying for today, and I don't know if we can fix it tomorrow. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stick to with the cool. But okay, Coolify looks nicer now. It was just a bit less polished. This one looks nicer now. I don't know about the UI of it right now, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to stick with Dogploy because that's just what I said at the beginning, and if I change again, it's just gonna change everything. Yeah, it's way too high. I couldn't reach it to open and change the battery by myself. I need to ask the Hausmeister and ask if he has some stairs that we can use.
Hey there, how's it going? Today I want to share with you a really easy way you can deploy your web applications on your own private server. So in this episode, I'm going to show you how we can deploy a Next.js application together with like an analytics tool like Umami. But you can deploy anything. I know, especially now in 2024, a lot of people want to maybe do a little Go application. You know, they want to give Go a go. Don't blame them, right? So you can do any type of application and deploy it. So I'm going to be using a tool called Dogploy. We're going to get our own server on Hetzner, and I'll take you from there. I know there's a lot of options out there, and it's scary. There is serverless, go with this, go with that. But you know, at the end of the day, tinkering with servers for me personally is super fun. Like you'll get into it and then you're like you start understanding more stuff and it's like, oh my god, it all makes sense now. So I think it's just like a net positive for everyone to tinker around with servers. And at the end of the day, the serverless folks, you know what they're doing? They're just tinkering with servers. So it is what it is. Okay, so
So the thing is, I've watched this video by Mr. Ed before, but I think this is quite old.
deployed
So,
one of my landing pages. Let me just quickly show you. So
and in this example that he uses, it's only like a landing page. So I'm not sure
Ultimate Next.js
if
to
the
support
database would be
on
different,
a 5 pound VPS. And also on this server, we have a Umami instance running here.
because I also want to do like this. I want to host the website, the DB, and probably the Umami, the analytics on that VPS. I'm probably pushing it to the max, but I'm not expecting that much visitor. If I will try to market the apps because I mean I already bought the VPS. I have to somehow make up for it, right? But yeah, we'll see. So far, the cost is the domain, and I guess another one would be the VPS cost. But we'll see how that goes. I really hope we can monetize this, but if not, then a learning experience, quite expensive. That is not really. If it's like €4, I just don't eat out for a week.
Cool. So how do we get started? Well, you gotta pick a VPS, right? Provider, I should say. So there's a couple options out there. There's Hetzner. If you can get lucky and get into this, I really recommend it. It's bloody like. Well, let's look at prices. We're gonna make a server right now. I'll do it in Ashburn here. We'll do Ubuntu, and let's just do a shared one. Look at this. How crazy is this? So that's like £5 for me. You get 4 gigs of RAM and 3 CPUs. That's a good deal. Don't remember about the other ones, but I'm pretty sure DigitalOcean's wasn't as great. Or
DigitalOcean,
if
yeah,
that's
it's a
the
bit
cheapest,
expensive, but it's
one. Of
really,
course,
I
there's
think
the
it's
other
really
ones.
nice
I'm
as
gonna set
well.
this up.
DigitalOcean.
Honestly, not too caught up with it, but I'm loving Hetzner. I'm gonna stick with it. So I already have one of these, but let's just make a new one. Yeah, we'll do a shared CPU. I'll do the 7 one for now for fun. We'll leave the public IP, blah, blah, blah. And here, I already have an SSH key attached to this. If you don't know how to do that, it's really simple. You just generate the key and pop it in here. That's pretty much it. But I'll leave a resource down in the description if not. Oh, also drop a subscribe to this channel if you enjoy. Did that light up when I say subscribe, the subscribe button? No? Let me know. Okay, so cool. So firewall, you can leave this off. You can add this after. You don't need to do it from here. You can do it with, UFW straight in Linux. Let's just leave everything like this. I'll call this a testing one because I'll get rid of it after. But let's create this. There we go. Cool. So the tool that we'll be using is called Doploy. Very similar to Coolify if you had any experience with that. But I really like the UI. I like the interface. I like how easy it is to deploy to multiple servers, add the load balancer, do Docker Swarm. All of that jazz is really nice. Has 2-factor authentication as well. So I definitely recommend you keep an eye on this project. So we'll copy this command. So there we go. We got this. So we can copy over the command. I'll just open up my terminal here. I'm starting to move on NeoVim and on Mac, by the way. So I'm going to need to start, because I'm still running on Windows here. I need to start changing my setup up because I don't have any of the NeoVim stuff configured here. But anyway, so all we need to do is SSH in this one, right? So we can see SSH root as the root user at that specific IP address. So there we go. We can hit yes here, and that should be it. We should be in. Let's do clear here. And from here, of course, you want to do your, create a new user, add the sudo privileges to him, and then disable the password login and stuff like that. But let's just copy over the doploy command here and run enter. So this is going to set up Docker for you. It's going to set up Docker Compose, Traffic, Nginx, all of that good jazz. And it's just going to give you a public port here that you can just access. So whilst this is loading up here, I'm just going to initialize like an empty project. So do I have tmux on this? I don't even know. But let's go here. Let's see. I'll go into, let's do CD videos. I'll just make one here. Let's create npx, create next app at. I'm gonna do at 4.2.4. Has some issues with the new one, so let's just do it there. All right, there we go, and that's done. So as you can see, it just gives you a public IP address here that you can copy and paste over, and we should be in. So here, just make your login. So let's pump that in. Pick a password as well. We should be in the system. We are hackers. You picked me, an old guy. Thank you very much. So now from here, what we can do is do auto deploy straight from GitHub. So you're getting a really, really nice experience. The first thing we need to do is head over to Git down here and connect your GitHub. So I'll just create a GitHub app here. There we go. I'll give this a name. I'll just do testing here because I'm going to get rid of this. But let's just, oh, it's already taken. Okay. Is that taken? How? Okay. Test. No.
How?
No
Okay.
way that's taken.
Sorry guys, this is just rewatching the video by Mr. Ed here. Okay, let's just skip it a little bit.
So we created this. So now we just run install here on it. Perfect. Perfect. I'll give it all repositories for now. There we go. And it's connected now. So as you can see here, we have the projects panel where we can create services and attach different types of templates and Docker Compose files. You can monitor all your system's resources here. You have a traffic file system that you can edit as well that keeps it nice and clean. You're also going to see your Docker deployments here. And there's a bunch, if you want to do like two-factor authentication as well, you can enable that up here. But yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff. And down here, you can also attach multiple different servers. So yeah, fantastic. Okay, let's see how this Next.js application is loading up. Okay, it's done. So we can do cd deploy next. So there we go. I just pushed up my code to this Git repository here, so we can give this a go. So let's head back here, and I'll do a create project here. Let's name this next.
So, okay, we can just connect it to GitHub and then
create. There we go. I can add a service. As you can see, you can do databases, you can do a compose file, or different templates as well. I'll show you how we can do the template thing as well. But we'll do application for now. I'll do next front end here. Let's create this. Pop this open. And here, as you can see now that we have the test one connected here, we can just select our repository. So I'll do docboy, the one we just put up. And here you can do the build path to / and then you can choose next specs. The wonderful thing is it's going to deploy it, and when you do a redeploy of this, it's going to keep that version until the other one goes live, and then it just does a quick switcheroo, that's what you want to see.
Does it have like automatic deployment when like it's on the main or master branch? So in the afternoon, like I was supposed to do this in the morning, right, this stream, but in the afternoon I need to pick up some documents from the uni in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the afternoon I decided to go to the library and learn and read up a little bit about Docker, because Docploy is basically under the hood it's using Docker, as you can see in the docs. Like it's using Docker under the hood, if that's what I am understanding. But
hey there, how's it going? Direct it over to your IP. That should be good to go. If you just want to have like test applications, just add a domain here, generate one, boom, you're done. You can leave it on port 3000. We can even do a HTTPS certificate and create that. And that should be good to go.
Is there any like way I could test or use like a free VPS for testing? Okay, Telefonate für eine Straße, okay. Gibt es wirklich kostenlose VPS? Compare the free tiers offers the major, like I just want to test it first, you know, like maybe if I could get some credit from AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud, and just to test it first, because to be honest, I know I should be rushing to deploy the project as fast as possible, but on the other hand, I also want to learn how to set up it properly. So I think if I maybe I could test using, I don't know, a VPS from AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud using like the free tier as testing, and then installing Docploy there, and then use like a test website and then test it there before jumping into like the Docploy. With the Docploy and then the Hetzner one. $200 credit for 30 days. 0.25 VC. How does a quarter of a CPU work? Okay, free for limited time. 30. Okay. 4 ARM-based VMs. Okay. Let's see. Okay. One Oracle CPU is 2 vCPU. So the ARM-based one have 24 gigabytes of RAM. I think okay. Alibaba Cloud, free IBM Cloud. JFrog, what is JFrog? Sales for Linode, free for limited time, 60-day Free trial. Cloudflare. For sale. Maybe what we can try is we can try to get the. We can try. Okay. Let's check the IBM one. Sorry if this is blinding everyone. I don't know if there's a dark mode with this website. So. Okay. We can test it using like one of the free tier, to be honest. Okay, let's see Alibaba Cloud. I've never really know or yeah, like they have like a cloud ECST. Okay, the naming are terrible. Okay, number one is Asia Pacific. Damn. Okay. Okay. Why is there no dark mode? I don't want to blind everyone. Sorry, this is cancel. Okay, let's see if okay. Smart Studio, EMAP, industry leading foundation models. Oh, this is the AI stuff. How OCPU is better for you? Unit measure of was worth at least 2 vCPUs. How can we get the Oracle free tier? Okay. E2 micro VM with 30 gigabyte. Ionos, let's try. Oh, what is this from Netcap? This is Netcap from German, I guess, except for cookies. Oh, I've seen this before. It's also cheap. Like, damn. Server. Server. Let's see. Yeah, this is quite insane, by the way. Like €4 for 2264. Okay, no, the Hetzner one is still better. But this is okay. This is Intel. This is using ECC. What is the difference between the ECC? Okay, they don't really specify this RAM here. But you know what? I think we should. Okay, how can we get like a free VPS? Let's okay. Should we get the Google one or the AWS just for testing? Time check, mate. Let's check the Oracle one if we can get it up and running. Have you tried Supabase? I think I've like tested it before, but I've never made any real project with it. So, but yeah, I've tried it before. Maybe we can try using an AWS EC2 just for an example, or Azure Virtual Machine. I Can you deploy Deploy on Supabase? Because I think from what I know, okay, let's try. Because I'm looking for server full. Because from what I know, Supabase is considered serverless. What I want is an actual server. I want to try to do and install Deploy, but I don't want to rent the VPS just yet. So I was wondering if I could test it on uh, AWS EC2 in the free tier just for testing to see how I would install like Deploy, how it would run on the VPS. What do you want to deploy on Deploy? I want to deploy Omwerk, the project I've been doing on using Deploy in a VPS. Considering Hesner is the cheapest, I was thinking of doing that. But before actually doing that, I kind of want to test out Deploy first before actually deploying it. Like I just want to test it out in one of these free tiers, free cloud. You've never been paying customer for Google Cloud. You haven't previously signed up for the free trial. If you're India, you may have a na. This is too complicated. Um, because the that's what I did the first. That's the first, like, if I go way back, the first like plan that I want to do was to deploy this whole thing on the Cloudflare stack. The front for like the app, it's in the Cloudflare workers, the database using D1. But then I couldn't set up D1. I couldn't set up the Cloudflare stuff, and just like, you know what? Let's just do it on a VPS. But I think I want to try again later next time. But yeah, definitely, I can deploy the front end on Cloudflare pages, but the database would be need somewhere. I don't want to like use the serverless database like it's like Supabase or Neon, even though it's also Progress and it's definitely much easier. It's because I kind of want to learn everything. Again, I know this is overcomplicating everything, but then again, the purpose of this project was so that I could learn the whole process from designing, developing it, and then deploying it. So I don't mind really choosing the complicated route. The the back end is using Next.js, using the API, the route handler, and server action. For the database, I use Postgres, and the ORM is Drizzle. Yes, correct. Yeah, for the front end and back end, it uses Next.js on both. At first, I want to use Hono for the back end, but then I couldn't set up Hono with D1, and then so just like, you know what, let's just use Next.js full, and then like put it in the VPS. Might as well learn how to do a little bit of DevOps, a little bit, but yeah.
Hi friends, I'm going to start this video with a story. This is Sophia. She's working for a startup that's creating a website and a mobile app that shows the location of air pumps for tires, like this one. Her boss, Alex, who wears sunglasses indoors apparently, came up with this idea after he had a low tire on his car one day and had to drive all over town looking for a gas station that had an air pump. Because they're a startup, they're on a shoestring budget. Sophia's uncle had an old Windows server sitting in his garage, so he donated that to the cause. It sits at the back of their co-working space, and that's what they're currently using to host things. One day, someone on Reddit mentions their humble little site, and it starts to get more traffic. The server gets totally overwhelmed and promptly crashes. Sophia tells Alex the news, and he starts stressing about how they're going to buy new servers to manage the increased website traffic. Sophia's worked with AWS a little bit in the past and suggested they consider switching to the cloud. She tells him that rather than hosting their application on a single server in their office, they can use a server.
Oh, come on. Okay, that's it. That's it. Fucking. I am just gonna wait. Yeah, 1 second. 1 second. Fucking YouTube ads, man. Sorry, sorry. I'm using Brave. I'm using Brave. From now on, I'm just gonna use Brave. God damn it, man. Sorry, sorry. I shouldn't swear too much. I'm sorry. I'm just a bit tired. Yeah, to be honest, the point was I know Vercel is like the easiest and everything, but I kind of want to move away from the serverless and the cloud and kind of want to learn self-hosting. That's why for this I really want to use Hetzner and everything. Because I know I I wouldn't have like the issue of like if you go to like serverless horror.
On Reddit mentions their humble. She tells him that rather than hosting their application on a single server in their office, they can use a server in AWS instead, called an EC2 instance. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. The 2 is for the 2 C's in there, if that's not obvious.
Yeah, I mean, I know probably hosting it on Vercel would be like the easiest, but yeah, true. Yeah, I guess this is what I want to do like right now. Let's just try it. How to configure AWS.
That you quote-unquote rent in AWS. Rent meaning that you only use it when you need it, and you only pay for what you use. And in AWS speak, these are called instances. There's a lot of benefits to EC2.
It's definitely way better to use Postgres with this with Supabase because this is easy. But yeah, that's I think the point is I just wanna thank you so much for the enthusiasm. I feel flattered and humbled. But yeah, I'm overcomplicating myself, aren't I? I think I should just buy the VPS right now and deploy it right now.
First, it's easy to scale.
Should I do that? Wait. I'm so sorry. I'm so conflicted between like wanting to learn everything, but then it's not that complex to be honest. That's why. Okay, you know what? Oh shit. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Azure sponsorship? What is that? Wait, let me check. Okay. But you know, let's try the AWS first.
Meaning if you suddenly need 10 extra servers to handle increased traffic, it's easy to spin those up. And that can even happen automatically with a feature called auto-scaling. EC2 is reliable. Amazon has billions of dollars of infrastructure around the world, and if one of your servers goes down for whatever reason, it can automatically be replaced with another one. EC2 is one of the foundational AWS services, and as such, it works seamlessly with all of the other AWS services like Net.
Okay, let's try maybe like the Azure Virtual Server. Is it that one? I don't want to use AWS or Azure for right now. I just want to test how I would like set up the server and like using the Coolify.
Hi friends, I'm going to start this video with a story. This is Sophia. She's working for a startup that's creating a website. 7 steps, and we'll talk through them as we get to them. Here I am in the AWS Management Console. If you need a quick video about how to set up an account and get logged in, then check out the video linked above. There's 2 different ways to get started with EC2. First, you can come down and expand all services, and it's the first one right here under Compute. Or if you're looking up here under this menu, come down to Compute and EC2. I'll click into that. And here on the EC2 dashboard, we're going to launch our first instance, the orange button right here, Launch Instance.
Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. Let's just get the Hetzner. Wait. Let's just get the Hetzner. Let's just get the Hetzner right now. Wait, yeah, I already have an account, but I've wait. Let's get it. Let's get the €4 server. Please don't hack my server, guys. Please. Okay, let's do cloud. Take the correct picture. Yeah, the thing is, I want to learn the hardest one so I could appreciate the serverless, but I can understand. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but yeah, let's get this one. Get started. Shit, what's my client number? Wait, I forgot. I have the email from Hetzner. Wait. I remember I have made the account the Hetzner. Your access detail. There we go. Okay. Wait, yeah, let me log in. I am not showing my password to the, or if I write anything important. Is it this one? Oh shit, what is this? Oh, okay. I thought it was like my account. No, right? Okay. Okay. So I think what we need to do, I don't have any, okay, see, I haven't made any project yet, but let's do project, new project. Let's do, I guess we should just do it, right? Of course, try to hack your server, right? So you should learn security. Of course, of course. Okay. Well, I mean, I think you should get the cheapest AMD. The cheapest one is okay. Let's check. Let's check again. Let's do testing first. And I'm not gonna put any of the domain and everything. Just like let's just do it for a project. Oh wow, this dashboard is cool. Okay. What's the first step that I need to do? God, this is terrible. Okay, I'll get the. I'll get this one. Okay. It's not available in this location. Okay, where is it available then? God damn it. Okay, in Helsinki maybe. What? Okay. Oh my God, is this a scam by Hetzner? It's not 4 euros. Oh, it's in you. Oh my God, Hetzner is a scam. It's the server is not possible. It says. Go to servers. Oh my God, this is a clever marketing by Hetzner. Damn, they're good. I am from Indonesia. Okay, you know what? Let's do the Azure one. Okay. Okay. Let's do the Azure one. Let's not use Hetzner first. Okay. Thank you, Yahoo. Okay, let's do that. I think we can finally grab the Azure stuff. Wait. Are you serious? My PayPal account is. I forgot my PayPal. I haven't used PayPal. Wait, let me check. Oh my God. Sorry. Okay. You know, I think I have the. Yeah. Let's just do this one. Wait, no. No, it's fine. You don't need. Okay. Let's just get this one. Okay. Start free. Let's just start free one. With Azure. It's fine. Sign in with GitHub. Let's just get the student one. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Have Heinz there? It's fine. Okay. Shit. Let's see what they're gonna with us. Yes, I do. Next. No, it's okay. You don't need it. It's fine. It's fine. Let me check my. Yeah. For some reason, it's not a lot. I'm just gonna use my normal Microsoft account, I guess. It's fine. I'm just gonna use my free Microsoft. Okay, yeah, confirm. It's fine. I am not giving you guys my information. Sorry. Not right now. I mean, you could find some website with like leaked data of myself anyways, so but yeah. Finally, someone who knows what a good browser. What, Arc? Arc is a. I think Arc is a nice browser, but it's the user experience on Windows is not that good. It has a good design, but the user experience is terrible for Windows at least. Okay, okay. I want to complain a little bit. Microsoft, a fucking 6.67 trillion could not have a better date picker. They use the normal original HTML one. Why? Okay. What? Why is it easy? What? Microsoft, come on, man! You're 3.7 trillion. You just laid off 9,000 of our employees. I will fix this fucking shitty. Oh my god, come on, man. I know I'm still learning, but come on. The date picker is still the. Come on, man. I'm solving the capture right now. It's so I have two uni account, my Indonesian uni and then the German uni. Set to school email you provided. Okay, let me check the let's close this first. Let's I need to open something else. Okay. No, this is kasi udah bener. Okay, wait. Let me two-factor my ass, man. Sorry, man. I need to calm. Sorry, I'm just sorry. I'm not gonna I'm gonna not swear as much. Okay, it sends a verification email to my uni email. Let's see. I don't receive anything. It's empty. What do you mean? Oh my god. Let's see. Hell no. Okay. This has to work. Come on. Oh my god. Okay. Wait. I think it's working. Do you guys want to see my Indonesian university email? This. My god. This is. I feel ashamed by this. And I didn't receive any email. Like, damn. I feel terrible at this. I didn't even receive the damn email. I don't think this is working. Okay, I want to try another one. rd.hernando at office.ui.id. Sorry, man, the fucking email, bro. God damn. Okay, this is me stressing out over the horrible infrastructure of my school email, old one at least. Okay, see? Okay, I use my uni account. Oh yeah, it's very common. Oh my god. You see this error fucking handling? Oh my god. Okay. Sorry. If is beef rendang really that good? It's gonna be really depending on which restaurant, which place, or where you eat that beef rendang. Because every so beef rendang is a so it's from a specific region in West Sumatra, Indonesia, and uh, every house, every like restaurant have their own like secret recipe, like those like secret recipe that you pass down to your grandkids, and it's going to be very different from one house to another. Most of the main ingredient is the same. They also cook it in the coconut milk and the spices for 6 to 8 hours. That same process, actually, what rendang is actually the action of cooking the meat in that mixture of spices and coconut milk. And the reason it is so good is, besides that the meat is gonna be super tender, but again it's gonna be depending on the restaurant and on the recipe. But since it's cooked a long time and it cooks for hours and hours, you can really feel the spices. You can really taste the spices that is cooked, and it's just like, all of it is injected and just like coat the beefs on every single bite. So it is that delicious. And yes, but of course it's going to be a little bit spicy, again depending on the beef rendang, but it is immaculate. It is one of the best dish from Indonesia. Sorry, I'm a bit too passionate about beef rendang because it is delicious. And it's been a while since I eat beef rendang because it's very hard to find it here in Germany and find a good one as well. So, yeah. I think in Asian markets. And yeah, but it's gonna be very different because you also need the coconut milk and the other. Sorry, we're talking about rendang now. Sorry, let me back to Azure. You know, because Azure is very very fucking. Sorry, I'm gonna stop swearing. I am sorry. I'm just pissed off with Azure and Microsoft. Like, you're a $3 trillion company, and this is the page for. I think. Yeah, you need the galangal, you need the chili, you need the. I don't really remember all of it, but I didn't notice you were in Germany, so I thought like, oh, I didn't expect Indonesian to have. No, we don't have any fire alarm in Indonesia, by the way. Like, we really don't have any safety in our house. So yeah, make the setup video of your environment, including your Vim. I will, please. Uh, in the middle of scripting. I'm actually in the middle of scripting and learning the stove to create this too much stuff. Sorry, let's go back to Azure and testing it. Yes, please, please. I'm so sorry if that takes too long. I'm gonna try to figure that out. I already tried to turn it off, but it just wouldn't turn off. I couldn't reach the fire alarm. I cannot give the authentication. I'm just gonna start with the EC2, okay?
let me just mention that this video is about how to register for an AWS account. We are not responsible for any data charges you incur, and we're going to do our best to guide you, but there's one simple rule to follow when guiding you to avoid extra spending inside AWS. And here's rule number 1. Don't leave anything running. If you start a NAT gateway inside of a subnet on a VPC, that has an hourly charge to it. So don't do that. Users, groups, CloudFormation, pieces of system manager, networking components, firewalls, they're not going to cost you anything. Now I said firewalls, I meant security groups and NACLs. Network firewalls will actually cost you something. So be aware that don't leave anything running. If you start a virtual machine, stop it. It's not deleting it, you're just stopping it.
Okay, guys, please make sure that I remember to stop
Don't leave
the
them running because
AWS.
you're probably going to need to delete them. So the bottom line there is if you're going to do something in your account, do it and do it intentionally. And then when you're done doing whatever it is you're doing inside your account, delete the admins and questions. Okay? Now, I'm going to walk through registering for an account cold. Like we're going to do this together. Okay? So let's go look at it. Okay, so first things first. All right. So all I did is I literally went to AWS and I said sign up for AWS. First
That's
thing
what I did.
was sign up for a free AWS account. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the button that says create a free account. Now here's the cool thing. If you use Gmail or Yahoo or Live like MSN Office 365, my email address is actually officially codecloud.com, but because it's backed, if you will, by a great service provider, I can actually put a plus sign and then AWS1 after my name, and guess what happens? This looks like a unique email address to the provider, but actually it's still going to michael@codecloud.com. Now here's the account name. It's just Michael's Demo KK account. Why not? Let's call it a demo account. And so we're going to sit here and verify the email address. Okay, so hit verify. Oh, it's you. Been verified. Okay, awesome. Now, at this point, what's going to happen is that you're going to put in like a root user password, and you want to make sure it's something that, you can remember and unique, so, yeah. And, it's got to make sure it's got to meet some password complexity rules, right? So we continue, get it all sorted out. We're not going to save it in Firefox because, meh, right? And then, let's see, how do I plan on using AWS? Maybe for a little bit of business work. My name is Michael Forrester.
Oh my god, do I need to input phone number?
Right? You're going to answer these questions. Obviously, you can put personal, right? Doesn't matter. Here's a phone number. I'm going to put my phone number, which is going to be blurred out so you can't see it, but, my address, just in case, because you're going to need this for billing purposes, right? Again.
Oh my god, okay.
You make sure it's in here. Obviously, I'm in the United States. Okay? And writes the agreement, so I continue, blah, 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 blah. All right. And then credit card number. Now, this is where things get kind of hairy, because basically you need to put in a credit card. So I'm going to fill in the screen and just skip past it, but I think the deal right now. It's going to verify all your information. Obviously, you need to put in all your information. Mine's going to be blurred out so you can't see it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this in, skip forward, so for security purposes, you don't see my credit card number, okay? All right, continuing on. So I put my credit card information, I hit continue, and then it said I want you to confirm your identity, and then it asked me for a phone number, and it gave me a robot challenge. So the next thing it's going to do is ask you to put in that.
I am still pissed off that the Azure didn't work. I heard it does. Man, today is not coding every day until I get a job. This is frustrating setting up cloud provider account for testing only, and none of it worked. And it's almost 10. God damn it. Okay. I'm so sorry, everyone. This is not coding today. It's just setting up cloud and didn't work. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna calm down and try again. Yeah, I guess that's just. I think it's fine. Let's just do a testing one, and I think you can like delete it, right? Um you can like delete the instance of the CPU, right? Okay. So sorry, man. This is like I can understand why cloud engineers are paid expensively because these tools are terrible. Like, come on. Like Microsoft, like I just don't want to get any of this thing, you know? Of course, it's a bit biased in the sense that this blog is created by the one that made Coolify, so it's yeah, it kind of a lot of conflict of interest, but but yeah, the thing is, I kind of really want to learn how to set up the VPS on my own, managing my infrastructure and everything, because I guess I wouldn't say it's fun. It's just that I get to learn a lot of things. I mean, I've been using WSL for a while, and I'm not as scared to see like terminal interface as I used to before, like going in depth into this, you know, because when I first like learned programming, I would like freaked out with like terminal UI and just like all text and everything. But then by learning Linux, by learning using Tmux, WSL and everything, it's just I don't know, it just like increased my knowledge about computer in general, I guess. And like I shouldn't be scared by lists of text or the terminal, in fact. But yeah. Okay. I'm gonna I think I'm gonna end it right now. Sorry, I didn't really have any progress this or anything to show. But I didn't expect the setting up. Okay, yeah. Again, back again to I can understand why cloud engineers are paid very nicely because all of this is like terrible. Um, and I can understand why people or like company like Vercel and Netlify is so okay. Let's check the. I can understand why Vercel is a $3 billion company, like as an AWS wrapper, because AWS and Azure and the other is just so terrible. Yeah, but I guess that's just part of learning, right? Okay, I'm gonna try again tomorrow, and I guess tomorrow I will try to stream earlier in the morning because tomorrow I don't have anything to do because in the morning today I need to pick up some documents from the uni and then like I cannot do it in the morning, but I think tomorrow I can go back to the morning schedule and try again. I think I'm gonna try to yeah, I'm gonna try the Azure again. I'm gonna try the AWS again, or maybe even GCP, I guess. Yeah, or GCP. Like we can try that. We can try that as well. Okay. But I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna shut it off after I test it because you know I am not getting charged by Google. Okay. At some point I kinda wanna just This is probably stupid. I have a Raspberry Pi. It has like 8 gigabytes of RAM. If I'm too tired of dealing with this shit, I'm gonna host it in the Raspberry Pi. I'm gonna what do you call it? Opening the router at the house, even though it's dangerous. I'm gonna port forward that to host the website to the internet, and yeah, if I'm crazy enough, I'm and I do have okay, so I have an ESP32, and I'm just gonna host a website on ESP32 if I'm that frustrated with all of this cloud bullshit. Okay, maybe not Next.js. Maybe the Raspberry Pi could run the Next.js, but I'm not sure if the ESP could. But that's actually interesting. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna tomorrow I'm gonna check again with Google. I'm gonna check with Azure. I'm gonna check with but yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's just like there's no way I could host the Next.js. Yeah, but I think the Raspberry Pi could if it's cool. The thing is, it doesn't have a fan. It only has a heat. It only has a heatsink, so I'm not sure if that would work. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah. Okay, I guess that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. For me screaming and ranting and just God. Okay. See you guys again tomorrow. Do another coding every day until I get a job, or getting frustrated by cloud companies every day until I get a job. God, it would be so funny if I get a job at one of these like cloud provider or like yeah. But yeah, I guess that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Have a great night or morning or afternoon, wherever you are. I'll see you in the stream tomorrow. Have a great